Hello, and top of the morning to you, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Onion without an H. Now, first of all, I will be releasing a video weekly every Saturday at 4 p.m. CET or Central European Time and 10 a.m. EST or Eastern Central Time. So mark your calendar. Now to the weekly rant. So I have this colleague that I get along really well with, and we have fun talking to each other, especially since we both love rom-coms. But she will be quitting the job for something else. I'm so annoyed. Well, I wish her all the luck. Maybe I should record an episode about friendship between genders in the future. You know, the most difficult thing about writing a script is that it takes hours to write like an 8-minute video and try to be as coherent and easily understood as possible, like the past episode about number stations. I haven't even scratched the surface, but unlike some people who've been engaged for decades on the topic, I'm such a newbie, so I can't explain things that well. But I'm trying to do my best, so if you find my topics interesting, I will be very pleased and happy. Yay! Anyway, to the topic of today, you may be wondering, what do you mean by Junkie Squad? So it's an expression I came up with that you, my dear listener, would understand after I explained what it is. Now, most of you are either studying or working, I guess. Now, I'm sure that there is always this special someone at the workplace or your class that gives off a weird vibe. Okay, let's face it, I'm a weirdo, but in a good way, I hope. But those people give off a somewhat off-kilter vibe that differs from regular people, you know. And I don't mean like, are they lizards? No, not at all. But first of all, they usually look far older than they really are. Like their skin's hanging off their bones like that dude from Main Block. No, not him.
Oh, yeah. Is that letter?
There we go. And their speech pattern is off too. A bit like an alien that knows all the words, but expressing things in a very peculiar way.
Edgar, what on earth was that?
Sugar.
I've never seen Sugar do that.
Something else I've noticed is that they narrate things they do to no one in particular, like announcing that they need some milk for their coffee, and they go and fetch it themselves. I mean, I would understand it if I was asking someone to grab me some milk, like, hey man, I need me some milk, can you fetch me some? You know? Okay, let me be blunt. They look like a meth addict. Like, how did you manage to get hired in the first place? They make me uncomfortable, and it feels like they are always trying to slack off as much as possible and letting others pick up their slack, so to speak. It is quite infuriating, to be honest. Do you know anyone who's like that at your place? Also, something I've noticed, they are really good at finding other people who are akin to them. Maybe not all the way, but with a tendency, a hint, so to speak. And they will build a group. And this is what I meant with Junkie Squad. And they are always that vocal minority and are super self-righteous. They just stroke me the wrong way always. So I try to avoid those people as much as possible. Now, what I'm curious about all this is that, are they really some kind of junkies, perhaps winos, or just unlucky genetics? I have no idea. As I said before, I work within geriatrics, right? And I've met plenty of people who are like 90 plus and yet come off as 70 something. Or others who are like 60 something, but I was convinced that they were at least 80. For instance, when I was a wee lad, People thought at times that I was like 4 to 5 years older than what I was, but now people assume me to be far younger. Also, that reminds me of a case when I was talking with a colleague, and we were talking about age. Yes, I know, a bad move. And of course, she had to ask me what I thought her age was, right? Now, she looked old, like 35 or something, right? But I really don't like to aim squarely at the age I think women are. So I said, maybe 30. She looked at me.
What the hell?
She looks down and says, I'm 23. Yeah, that was super awkward. Learn from my mistakes, people. Never talk about woman's age. If this topic comes up, conclusion. Become a hermit. I wish I could, but since I can't afford to do it, yet at least, unless I become a popular YouTuber with my rumblings with a lot of Patreons or something, I need to keep working with what I do. So just to become a social butterfly at work or hang out with those who you get along with and avoid Junkie Squad as far as possible. So what do you think? Leave your opinions in the comment section below. Honesty, wholesomeness, Onion. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Onion, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Emotional, damn it!